Hi. Today we are going to be taking a closer look at one of the flutes from my collection. Thanks for joining me today. This flute is one from Dana Ross, who is the man behind Falcon Flutes and Drums. He makes his flutes in a two-piece design. So it's two pieces routed and then glued back together. In this case, the flute body is made from Eastern Red Aromatic Cedar. Beautiful, beautiful piece of cedar. And the mouthpiece and the top of the block are made from Yellowheart. Has a beautiful band of turquoise here that's about a 1/4 inch wide. Very significant band of inlaid turquoise. Nipple style mouthpiece. Has a raised nest with the flue cut into the flute body. The bottom of the block, as all of his flutes, I believe, has a piece of cherry on the bottom of the block to make that the type of surface that he likes to use as the top of his windway on the flue. Raised nest, flat portion that doesn't quite have straight sides. They're brought in just a little bit on this particular flute, but it depends on the flute. This is slightly older. This one was made in 2015, and 4 tuning holes at the foot end. Has an 1.25 inch bore diameter with very thin walls, slightly more than an 1/8 inch thick, but very thin walls on this one, and slightly uneven spacing on the finger holes, kind of 2 sets of 3 is the way that he does his on his larger flutes. And this one has a fairly shallow depth of flue. Very, very, very thin. I'd say it's about the thickness of a business card instead of about the thickness of a credit card. Very, very thin. And I think that is what helps to give this flute its slightly mellower tone versus most of the voicing on the flutes that I am more familiar with from him. One of my favorite makers. And here's the voice. Gorgeous, gorgeous voice on this flute. Beautiful woods. Beautiful, beautiful craftsmanship. This flute I purchased used. Someone just had to move this out of their collection. And I think they were in need of some funds, so I was able to help them out, and they were able to give me another low C flute, one of my favorite keys, I think. I like the lower keys anyway, for the most part, but just a beautiful, beautiful flute. So I hope you enjoyed the review of this flute. Falcon Flutes by Dana Ross out of Georgia. And might be one of my favorite flute makers. Definitely one of my preferred ones. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Click the little bell down there for notifications for when I do post a new video, whether it be a review or taking a first look at one of the flutes that I get. It might be a music video, it might be a tutorial on how to play these wonderful instruments. Thank you so very much for tuning in and watching today. Leave a comment. What do you think of this flute? Or Falcon Flutes in general. His flutes, this is a pretty large flute, and it has a little bit longer length here in what I'm going to call the sac, slow air chamber area here, which brings the flute out away, or the finger holes away from you a little bit more. I don't have really super long arms, and I have kind of short little fingers, and this one is very comfortable for me to play. It's got good sized holes. It might be a challenge for some people with real narrow, thin fingers to cover, but I don't think so. I think this is a really good combination. So leave a comment. What do you think? Again, thanks for checking in today, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for watching.